Good morning. We're on a Euro USD on a 15-minute chart. So we're going over the 23% retracement strategy. All right. So look, we get a pullback. We drop below this 23%. Remember, that gives us some form of sign that we possibly could go a little lower, but we want to wait for price to come back above the 23% before we find entry. We get back above. We break back down again. We came back for a second time again. Now, there are different entry points. Some people may get in here, or some people may get on a retest, but none of it is guaranteed, right? So we don't know that it's going to come back, but it did. But remember, whenever the 23% is crossed, we got a high probability that we at least try to make it down to the 61. And that is exactly what we did. We came real close to that area within this area. So this would have been a nice little trade setup. Now, we can also go and do a fib within a fib. So what does that mean? We could take this move right here and we can play with these levels right there. All right, so we took it to here. All right, now what do we have here? We have all right, look at this. Price did what? It crossed the 23%. So what does that give us? A high probability that's going to go to the 61. So we could have took this trade back to the 61. So you could have made money on trading a correction. Okay. But look what happened again. It came back below the 23%. And then we fight to get right back to the 61 again. And then we finally made our drop. So sometimes you can play these a fib within a fib as well. Let's look at maybe this one right here. So, we got this level. And of course, this one dropped further. All right. So, all right. So we get this drop. All right. We get this drop. All right. We crossed the 23. We barely crossed it. All right. And then price came back above with this wick right here, and then it finally dropped. All right. And of course, we said we want to go to the 61. We do get there. Of course, we go deeper as well. Now, you're gonna have times where it look like it's running across the 23% and it doesn't, follow all the way through. That's cool. That happens. Like right here. All right, we here, and then we get what back across 23. All right, we dropping, we're dropping, we're dropping. We get here. We never made it to the 61. However, what can happen sometimes is that even though it did not make it to the 61, there's some form of liquidity grab, which you see right here. Price did what? Came here, stopped, went here, but then it pushed down, and look where we at, back to the 61. So you see how these levels continue to play out that price is trying to get back to. So sometimes we do look like we're going to make it, and then all of a sudden price will pull back against, and then it'll drop and it head to these particular zones that are still on the chart. All right. So if we look at where we currently are now, and we take it, like I said, from here, we still got some downside that we potentially could come to, which is just 78%. So that could happen as well. So keep an eye on that. All right. So the neckline was hit on a USD CAD. Let's do some fibs on this one. All right, we're gonna go from here. All right, what do you notice? We dropped what below the 23%. All right, now this one, it it made a retest, but it's real shallow. If you look at this, you see how we get this break on this candle, and then we come back above on 23%. All right, so we could have, you know, it didn't give us a deep enough. So this would have been one of those ones where, you would have to determine whether or not it's a good entry or not. So those could be a little difficult because it's not a deep enough pullback, but it did cross it. But a lot of times we just need to know that it crossed over and crossed back. That gives us a little bit of more hope. And then from there, we can play some market structure. All right. But this one just goes ahead and hits the 61. But then it comes back here again. All right. And then it comes back down again. So for the looks of it, it looked like it really want to try to see this one. It hits the 78. All right. Are we trying to get back here? So it's a lot of things to consider when you're looking at this one as well. But if I was to come in the market and I was actually trading this setup, I know that this was a daily low and this was the daily high, and it looks like it's tampering around in this area. And it hit it a couple of times and it's finding some support here. So for me, I will be looking for this level to be violated, supported, the support level, because it keeps retesting it. If we can violate this area, then we might could be looking for some trades that could possibly come down to the downside for the most part. And because we have not violated this area here, we can use it as a area where it could be extension. So I can take my extension tool down to this level, bring it back down right here, and these will be the downside targets if we break this. All right, so that's it. Hit the like button, subscribe. It's your boy E White. Keep it simple. Have a great day.